Jai Sri Ram. Uh, Sri Rama Navami wishes to everyone. Today and tomorrow we are celebrating it because tomorrow is the birth star of Rama, Punarvasu, but most of the nation is celebrating it today. So I was watching this movie Border 2, good movie, but there is a statement by Varun Dhawan in the movie which says that we worship Ram. हमारी यहाँ कहावत है that we worship Ram, but we want to follow the path of Parshuram, right? So it kind of tells as if Parshuram is greater in valor or act than Ram. I mean, both are incarnations of the Supreme Lord. That's not the point here. But few things, Ram is not fully understood by these jokers who are making such statements, right? So Ram is someone who single-handedly defeated 14,000 demons that were sent by Khara, including Khara and Dushana, right? Single-handedly, okay. And Ram, Hanuman says that to Ravana, I think if I remember in Valmiki Ramayana, I'm quoting Valmiki Ramayana, he clearly says to Ravana that if there is no answer to Rama's arrow, neither Brahma, neither Rudra, neither Indra, anyone can face it. Then there is also an incident that Ram picks up a blade of grass and he throws it onto a crow, right, Kakasura, who is troubling Sita. And that blade of grass, he invokes Brahmastra, I think, if I remember correctly, and no god was able to save Kakasura. He travels around everybody, every god in this universe, goddess you can think of. He goes around, finally comes back and surrenders to Rama. So that's the strength of Rama. So this statement is unnecessary, it's meaningless. The thing is, Rama does things after a good thought. You need to give him that anger, and he doesn't let the anger control him like Parshuram. Parshuram was a different purpose. He takes the anger, decorates himself with anger, and then acts based on that. But when he takes that anger and decorates himself with it, he is unstoppable. But he has a human side, just like our army. We need to understand. He showed that he was human. Okay, so if some demons do some magical ways of war, like disappearing and throwing arrows at him and all, he takes it as a human being, and that's why he's hit during the war. Okay, and in the final war between Rama and Ravana, when Rama finally gets that anger, right? I mean, he really gets that anger takes that anger, and then he fights with Ravana and he destroys Ravana's chariot. Ravana is on the ground, his crown is down, and then he says, Ravana, you go home, think about it tomorrow, and then come back and fight fresh. So he gives him a final chance. Then Ravana goes back and thinks, is this guy Lord Narayana himself? Because there is no one, he has the boons from all gods, everything, right? But he just starts to wonder, who is this person, right? And he appreciates Rama. So somebody needs to understand what Rama is. And there are many statements here saying that, okay, Rama worshipped, some power or something to fight a battle. No, he didn't. Valmiki Ramayana says he just was told about Aditya Hrudayam, the worship of Lord Sun. He follows that, and then that's it. It's just saying that, okay, you are worshipping that sun god who is giving the power to all humans here, right? And then he doesn't need any other help of anybody else. That's told by Hanuman also earlier, and that is proven during the war. So I think this whole nonsense about Ram is silent, calm. Unfortunately, some of our depictions of Lord Ram in the Ramayana that Ramanand Sagarji made, it's a great series. They show him as very silent, like Lakshman, be silent, be shant and all. Ram is that person who can get the anger when he wants, he can remove the anger when he wants, and then he thinks through and acts. He is the absolute way in which the Supreme Lord operates. He can destroy us all if he has anger on us, right? I mean, because we are not never kind of following the correct paths that have been laid out by him, by our acharyas. We are not following that. So he can just, but he is the father of all, he is the mother of all. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. Or even if you see in Gita, it says, Pitaham asya jagatah mata dhata pitamaha. So he has that daya, he has that, he thinks through. He gives all chances finally, and even the final punishment that he gives to anyone is for his betterment. Okay, so that's what is to be remembered. And that is exactly the principle of our army. Not strike first. This is told in that same movie, right? I mean, I'm not kind of comparing, I'm just taking this chance to kind of talk about Ram today. So, don't strike first is our nature. What does it mean? We wait, we analyze, but when recently you have seen the surgical strikes and all that we did, if we decide to do something, we cannot be stopped. That is Ram. That is our that should be the motto of our army. And finally, to conclude, Parshuram, obviously he is incarnation of Lord himself, but he is a Avesha Avatara. So for some time, the power of that Supreme Lord was in Parshurama. Okay, so in Ramayana itself, when Parshuram faces Ram, Ram holds that, so he says that, okay, Parshurama says, you broke my Shiva Dhanu, which is my Guru's Dhanu. Now I give you, can you hold this Vishnu Dhanus, right? So then when Rama holds that Dhanus, the whole power from Parshurama is transferred to Rama. I mean, basically, this is not told in the Valmiki Ramayana, but the point is that Parshurama basically trembles. Rama says very clearly, in all these things it's shown that, hey Guru Dev and all that, that he prays to Parshurama. No, initially he gives the due respect to Parshurama, but later he just says, he just directs this Astra over Parshurama and says, I can take all the worlds from you, right? So he's ready to destroy Parshurama. So that is what is Rama. So I don't know, people don't read Puranas, they don't read Itihasas mainly, more than Puranas, right? And they just keep making these comments. But that gave me an opportunity to talk about Ram. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha.